Exciting news. I have gotten myself out of the dam that was keeping me in Lawrenceburg. And now I've gone south to Aurora, where the Lighthouse Point Marina is. Then I had to basically walk back to town because there was no taxis, but I had gotten a rental car when I was stuck there so I could go get some supplies. So here's an update of yesterday, sort of getting out and walking back and getting caught in a storm. And sorry, Kay, for texting you accidentally. I got wet and there's no OtterBox left on my phone. It kind of got destroyed, so I couldn't help but it was just sending messages because it was wet. And at the end of this video, there's a little, you'll see what I sent to my friend Kay, and I think I worried her a little bit. My boat is not there because you can consider me extricated. Now I just gotta figure out the next steps. I'm finally on the water again after a week. There's the Bard's Restaurant, Riverwatch. If you're ever in Lawrenceburg, come by. Everybody was super friendly. And in fact, if you're not in Lawrenceburg, it's a good place to visit. It just seems like a nice place. I do have some choppy water here, but I'm only trying to go 4 miles down river to, I'll remember the name, I'll put it in the next clip. And it's protected up a creek in a harbor. And then I'm gonna figure out what to do from there. Indiana wants me, and I can go back there. That's a song. Safe harbor is kind of blocked by some driftwood, but I think I can go around to port. This reminds me a little bit of the Erie Canal. Sometimes it's only passable like one ship at a time. And Captain Rick Rhodes, who wrote the Ohio book, he said it's the downriver side of a creek that's usually deeper than the upriver side. It's not always the case, but that's the general rule of thumb. And looks like we made it. Look how far I've come, my baby. I am at the Lighthouse Marina. Now, I'm gonna figure out what to do from here. As usual, no Ubers. One local taxi service doesn't pick up. They say, and the answering machine says, "Hello, it's July 3rd. We're closed. We'll be closed tomorrow for the holiday." And the other one, a woman picks up and says, "Oh, jeez. That's gonna be at least an hour till we can get out there." So then, what do? I wait an hour? But what if it's more than that? So I'm just walking 6.2 miles back to Lawrenceburg. Take me about 2 hours and a half. This always happens on every trip I've been on. I end up having to walk about 6 miles someplace. No big deal. It's not raining. This is nice. It'd be nice if this went all the way up to Lawrenceburg. I am now in Aurora. I'm actually pretty glad I got to see that up close. Interesting. It's got some kind of soap ball in it, which stinks because I would splash my face with this if I could. It's a little hard to get to, and I'm afraid if I got caught, I'd get arrested. That strikes me as a reasonable policy, and it's not locked right now. way up at the top is 1937. That was the biggest one. I can see where I need to go. On the other side of that barge is the Riverwatch restaurant. Finding this weather slightly concerning up ahead. Old railroad bridge. I just got to this sweet tunnel, so that's good. And I think the rain's gonna let up real soon. Hello, library. Hello, ice house. Hello, emporium. Hello, you old building and loan.